Chemotherapy is the worst. There is nothing that really compares to it. The pain that you feel throughout your body, emotionally and physically, through a diagnosis of cancer and then through the treatment of chemotherapy, and then to lose your hair on top of it. I think that was the worst part. Even if I wanted to pretend that I felt okay, I didn't look okay, and people knew that. There was really no escaping it. I struggled a lot with my self-confidence and perception of beauty. It was challenging. I always had really long hair my entire life and was very attached to it. So to lose it was absolutely devastating to me.
The idea for Hairdressers with Heart, the seed was planted when we as a salon and a family went through the loss of someone very close to us, and we watched her go through the process of learning about her situation and then the devastation over learning that she was going to lose her hair, and that was just something that put her over the emotional edge. And so it didn't start that day, but it definitely was in our minds and important to us.
Every year I usually have a mammogram, and I missed 1 year and then felt a lump and discovered after a biopsy and so forth that I had breast cancer.
When a guest finds out that they're going to go through chemo, we meet with them and we talk about what to expect, what their options are. We can help them choose a hairpiece or a wig, and we offer them hair cutting, a short haircut, as well as shaving of the hair off at that point in chemo where it starts falling out. We customize and fit each one of our guests with a wig, and we make sure that it's falling just perfectly, that it's accentuating their most attractive facial features and their bone structure. We take a lot of care to make sure that each one of our guests feels extremely comfortable. Then after chemo is completed and the hair starts growing in, we offer them 12 haircuts. They come in once a month, and they get the support of a hairdresser that it's getting better. It's getting longer, it's getting more, their hair is becoming more and more attractive each month, and suggestions on at-home care. So they get all of that advice completely complimentary.
It just sort of naturally started happening in our business, in the setting of salons, and I think that hairdressers across the country provide this service for guests that they know. But what was important to us was that people who might not have that connection with a hairstylist, or people who would tend to isolate under those circumstances, that they have a connection, a forum, a place to go where they can connect with a hairdresser and feel confident that it's somebody who's going to be nurturing and caring and respectful of the situation that they're in.
It's a very supportive and loving environment here at NH2, and this program, Hairdressers with Heart, I think it could have been more traumatic, but everything was handled so sensitively. Everybody kind of cleared out of the room, and we were by ourselves, and the love and support that I got was just fantastic.
I am so grateful for the work that Nicole and Hairdressers with Heart has done for me. It's amazing to think of having somebody like Nicole in every city across America to help people like me with any hair side effects of chemotherapy. Just really the support that she provided has been amazing.
Working with Brandy has been one of the most gratifying things that I've ever done professionally. To have my craft of hairdressing to not have it be about making money or just making someone feel good, but to really to help someone who is really struggling with the way that they're looking, to help her month after month become more comfortable in her skin and for her self-esteem to increase. It has been the most rewarding thing I've ever done professionally.
I've always wanted for a community of hairdressers that are connected to each other. I think that we're a pretty amazing group of people. And the separation, you know, the competition aspect out of it, this is like a place where we could come together and really work together. So ideally, a patient who gets their first diagnosis as part of that package that's presented to them. There's so much to learn about, you know, what treatment they're actually going to go through, and lots of negative things to focus on, that it gives a person something positive to focus on. And it's like, and here are these hairdressers with heart, and there's one in your community. And
our requirements are that we are looking for a seasoned professional with a minimum of 3 years experience in the craft, and someone who's a heart-centered, compassionate individual. Those are really the 2 requirements. It's helpful if there's a space in the salon that's private or semi-private, and even if you do have a public space, you could meet before or after hours to accommodate a guest that is asking for a little more privacy. So that's how you get started as a hairstylist and looking into becoming part of our network.
Knowing that I'm being of service, knowing that I can positively affect someone's life is what I live for. As I started in my career, you know, the goal was just to be better at what I'm doing, or start a thriving business, or, you know, succeed. And at some point that changes, and there has to be a bigger reason for your success and your talent and your ability, other than just creating your own personal life. You need to actually be helping someone else. And so that's the wonderful feeling that you get from it.